The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Casey Sadler gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First offering on its way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Here it comes, 0-2. To third. Wood right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Wood. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
To third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Steve Cook. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. A runner at first with no outs here. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient even with 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Martin has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Ready for another shot now. Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
Hey, speed up and drive. Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Here's the first pitch to him. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out. Ready once again, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Steve Caught.
Watch up. Sign your name right here. Here you go.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. Scooped up to second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So to go quietly here in this half inning, we'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of it.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Hartford claimed the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Chris Jensen wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Mark Baez wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Yard Goats. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 36 will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Batting third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Steve Cook comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Soft liner out toward left center, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Changeup, good pitch there, 1-2. The 1-2, and it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Striding in once again, Steve Cook. He singled his last time up.
Cook.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line. And a diving try at third, but it's past him. A fair ball.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now batting, catcher, Juan Vasquez.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Altuna's out in front, 6-0. Digging in once again, Pablo Reyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Pablo Reyes.
1-1.
Up.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Cook waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Elvis Escobar.
Center fielder number 7, Elvis
First and
Escobar.
second now, one man out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Digging in and looking for more,
Now batting,
Steve Cook,
third
already
baseman.
2 for 2. He'll look to
Steve
add on right
Cook.
here. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Digging in, Steve
Leading things
Cook.
off.
He got on top of
Third
one. It was a
baseman,
ground out victim
Steve
last time.
Cook.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
That ball was hit real hard.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit.
Now batting,
Nice
the
execution.
first baseman, Dante Duchenne.
Nipped the corner, 2-2.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Vasquez.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Cook, base runner at first with 1 out. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
Payoff pitch on its way. Now a flare out to left center. Sterling on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Nice.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but They're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until
Now
that 27th out is made.
Number 10.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Ball 2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Hey, let it rip one time.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 9-3 ball game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys.
Riding in, Emmett Sterling. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. And the run is in to score from third. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Ready for another chance?
Now batting.
Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve
Hey, attaboy.
Cook.
Hey, hit me a C.
First delivery to him on the way.
0-1.
A ball and no strikes. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Cook is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Escobar is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away. It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
13-5 at the end of all the action. The Curve posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Number 36 earns his first win of the season. Number 36 was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brandon Waddell will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
So striding in, Steve Cook. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First offering on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Second and third, 2 away. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1 home. Well, this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Curve lead it 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Calvin Mitchell. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Mitchell.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Liner in there for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. At the plate, Steve Cook. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Steve Cook.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Reined in. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Stepping into the box, Steve Cook. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Shot weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in, Steve Cook. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sliders in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball.
Way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout. Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Altoona Curve jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brandon Waddell wins his 3rd of the season. Number 37 earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 3 runs.
He gets on top of that one, hits it deep center. Buxton racing, galloping at the wall. He made the catch somehow. Holy mackerel. That was an incredible effort by Buxton.